So, what is going on in the housing market here in Charlotte? Well, let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Kim, a local real estate agent here in the Charlotte area, and welcome back to my channel. Now, if you have any questions that are real estate related, I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment, shoot me a text, give me a call, whatever you prefer. I'm here to serve. And if you find value in the content, please consider subscribing. It'll be a huge benefit to this channel, and I'm forever grateful. Now, let's talk about the Charlotte real estate market. Now, real estate is always a very interesting topic because most people find some kind of interest into it, especially in today's age where the real estate market has made such a drastic shift than a couple of years ago. So everybody's interested. What's going on with the home prices? What is inventory like? Should I buy? Should I sell? So the first things we should consider to talk about is what are home prices actually doing right now? So in the Charlotte area, home prices have actually kind of stalled and the average price per home actually came down, not a ton, but they have come down a little bit. So right now the average price within the Charlotte area is about $465,000, give or take, around that range. The median that is sold is about $380,000. So these numbers have been pretty constant or have gone down a little bit. Now, what does that mean for you and for my clients? That means that buying a house, the price of buying a house doesn't continue to keep going up, which is great because actually right now, a lot of homes, when they go on the market at a certain price, a lot of times they're actually going to sell 97% of what they are actually been listed for. So for you, that means if a house is $400,000, then you get anywhere from 1% to 4% off of that house. Not always, let's just be honest, but if a house been sitting on the market for 30 days, which is around the average right now, you can definitely get a little bit of a discount on the house, which is nice. I love doing that for my clients, being able to get them a little bit of a discount. Now with prices staying pretty constant, that means affordability right now, depending on obviously what real estate does, staying pretty constant as well, which is also a good thing because now it means that it's not going to get more expensive, right? So affordability is still pretty low, just to be honest, because of the rate being as high as there is and the home prices being as high as they are right now because they're at an historic high. So that still keeps affordability fairly low. But the silver lining is if prices are now, staying constant, that also means that affordability stays constant. So thumbs up. Now, another important thing for you to know is inventory levels, which are also going to impact affordability in the prices of the home. The good news is inventory has slightly gone up over the last few months, but compared to last year, we're still down almost 20%, 19.5% to be exact, based on October's numbers. This will keep prices up because if there's a lot of demand and not enough supply, obviously prices will kind of stay up, which right now inventory levels, right now we can cover about less than 2 months worth of inventory. In a healthy or stable market, we want to have 4 to 6 months worth of inventory. Now being less than 2, you can imagine prices will kind of stay stable or kind of stay elevated just because of the inventory levels. Now, I am optimistic. The way the economy has been going and the stability that the housing market has shown the last few months, and the Federal Reserve's talking about no longer increasing interest rates and even decreasing interest rates possibly in 2024, which means now people that were thinking about selling their house but didn't want to do that because of the rates being so high if they have to buy a new one, now might be people that are going to put their house on the market and buy something new, which for you means there's going to be more inventory available for you to purchase at hopefully a better interest rate. Now, I do want to be honest because I'll do you a disservice if I'm not honest. When that happens and more houses come on the market, especially if the interest rates come down, the competition of buying houses is going to go up most likely. So that means instead of a house sitting on the market for 30 days and you're the only offer, the house might sit on there for a shorter amount of time with multiple offers. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, but that is something that could very likely happen if interest rates go down and more houses come on the market. The next big thing that people want to ask about, and I already pretty much talked about, is are interest rates gonna go down? don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. From what I've read in the media is that interest rates are supposed to be decreased in 2024. They're no longer supposed to get elevated. So we'll see what happens. How soon it's going to happen, I don't know. Are they going to come down? Yes, eventually they will. How soon? We are going to find out together, and I'll definitely keep you updated. Another question I actually get asked quite often is like, where are people buying houses nowadays, right? And to be honest, a lot of people are buying on the outskirts, like Matthews, Kannapolis, Fort Mill. Those people have seen more activity or more showing schedule per listing than in the city of Charlotte directly. And some of the reasons are because of the affordability, right? I mean, houses are a little less expensive than in the city of Charlotte, and they're willing to do that commute, and sometimes also has to do with schools. Like Matthews has good schools, Fort Mill has good schools, and people are willing to travel more to get a little bit more bang for their buck when it comes to buying a house. Now, probably one of the biggest questions I get asked is, Kevin, should I buy a house now? And my answer is, it depends. Everybody's situation is a little bit different. If you have a house right now that is at 3% and you don't necessarily have to buy something new, then don't. But if you're in circumstances, or the new house that you're buying, yes, it's gonna be at a higher interest rate, but the value it provides, the value to your overall lifestyle is so great, or so much greater than your current house. Even though the payment is more, it might be worth considering. I have a friend who did the exact same thing. He had a sweet interest rate. He bought a house with a high interest rate, but the value he got out of the new house was worth the extra monthly expense. And then obviously there are other factors, right? You could go with new construction and see if that lender that the builder works with has some kind of program where you can get a better interest rate for 30-year locked or over the next few years, and then try to refinance when the rates do come down. Now, we don't know when the rates come down, but it is a possibility to buy something now, maybe get the house a little bit of a discount like we previously talked about, get a better deal, get some seller concessions, and then refinance that puppy when it's time, when the rates go down. That is an option you can consider. On the contrary, the other question I get, Kevin, should I sell my house right now? And again, it depends. I know you may want like a clear answer, but it's not that easy. Everybody's situation, circumstances of life are different. If you have a house that has the sweet interest rate and you like your house and there's really no need to move, then keep your interest rate. I would. But again, if you move in for certain reasons or the benefits of the new house outweigh the extra cost, I would definitely consider it. So, and maybe you can also rent out your house. All right, guys, that is the quick market update that I have for you this week. I hope it is beneficial to you. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. If it's value that you get out of this content, consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next week.